This week on the Boat Show, Joel meets Wal, Baz and the gang from the Redland Bay Amateur Fishing Club for their annual Moreton Bay Offshore Family Fishing Challenge. We do a spot of fishing ourselves with Steve Eldred, champion fisherman and local fishing legend, and check out what fishing is available around Cleveland. We catch up with Matt from John Crawford Marine for this week's boating tip, as well as Chris from Nautilus Marine to talk insurance. We have more highlights from the 2012 Brisbane Boat Show, but first, let's go and see how Joel's faring out on the water.
G'day and welcome to a wet and windy day out here on Moreton Bay. I feel like a meteorologist right now, giving you the weather forecast. I think we've got a light wind, roughly around 15 to 20 knots of south-southeasterly breeze kicking in. We're going to catch up with the guys from the Redland Bay Amateur Fishing Club and have a look at their annual fishing competition for the season and see how they're travelling with all their brim and their delicious fish that they might be reeling in from time to time. We're going to hunt them down. I can't see any at this point in time. So we're going to jump on the boat with Bazza, we are right now, and motor on up, see if we can find some of these guys.
The Moreton Bay Inland and Offshore Fishing Competition, in its 21st year, is held annually on the Queen's Birthday long weekend. And this year the weather wasn't putting anyone off. Hosted by the Redland Bay Amateur Fishing Club, the guys were pulling out all the stops to host one of their biggest years yet. There is a massive haul of prizes for everyone in the competition, young and old alike, with so many local and national businesses showing their support for this much-loved family event. Yeah. We climbed aboard nice and early to catch Club President Wal and the guys behind the scenes in action. This year, major sponsor Nautilus Marine was offering a little extra something for the end of the competitors' hooks, an extra $50,000 up for grabs. Early Thursday morning, before the comp started, Wal took the gang out to catch, tag and release one very special fish, the $50,000 brim. Now you've heard the expression there are plenty fish in the sea. Well, such was not the case for finding our special little guy. But finally, after a bit of searching and the odd ray, we found him. It's all top secret business, this tag and release stuff, so we can't show you Chris the Brim's face, although he is quite the catch indeed. Now, should anyone catch Chris during the competition, that's a cash prize of $50,000. And until next year's comp starts, this little guy still has a $200 bounty on his head. Now, I'm under oath, so no nagging where we let him go. All I can say is out there in Moreton Bay. Things kicked off on the Friday night just as the rain started to set in. There was plenty of entertainment for all the kids, as well as hot coffee and wood-fired pizzas, all that good stuff. Several members of the local and state parliament came along to kickstart the weekend.
Have a safe weekend fishing, good luck, and whereabouts did we drop that fish with the tag? Apparently it's out in the water, so good luck with that and please have a safe weekend.
We've got 4 days of terrific fun, nearly 400 competitors again this year, and I know it's going to be a terrific weekend despite the fact that the weekend weather doesn't look all that flash. Maybe the fish doesn't know it's raining, I'm not sure. Congratulations to Wal and the committee that have put this together. A fantastic event. Have a wonderful weekend. And with those few words, it's my great pleasure on behalf of Mayor Karen Williams to officially declare open this fantastic Wilson, Moreton Bay and Offshore Family Fishing Challenge for 2012. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Alan.
The competition ranges from between Caloundra and the Nerang River, all tidal water, no inland fishing. The competition is for all ages and it was great to see Mum, Dad and the kids out fishing over the weekend.
Well, Bazza, we're out here on this beautiful day. It doesn't really get much better than this. Great little boat you got set up here. Now, I guess I've got to ask you, with these kind of conditions, and the water when we go out, the winter coming in, all that kind of stuff, what really gets you into fishing, especially on days like this? I really have to say especially on days because it's not balmy out here.
Joel, I think fishers really are a sort of a breed unto themselves when you think about it. I mean, we go out and fish in all sorts of weather conditions. I don't think we've ever had a trip that's been cancelled. So we fish in high wind and rain and all sorts of things, but that's just part of, I guess, the passion of being somebody who likes fishing.
I guess that's it, yeah. So you deal with all the conditions. So you wouldn't wake up in the morning and go, It's not, 32 degrees, I don't have the Speedos on, I'm not going to go there and get a suntan. This is dedication, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. I mean, sometimes you wonder what the hell you're doing out there, but I mean, it's part of being in a fishing club, I suppose, and it's not just fine weather fishing. And if you don't have competitors out fishing, when it does get a little bit ugly, then, you really don't have much of a fishing competition as such.
So Barry, how did you actually get into it all? How did you get into your club and all that kind of stuff behind the scenes?
Well, I'd been fishing for quite some time down this way, but I didn't really feel that I was getting the most out of what I was doing. So the opportunity came along to join the club, and having done that, then because of the fact that we fish on a regular basis, I got to go out more often, utilise the boat a heck of a lot more. It was also a fact that with the club members giving you a hand to know or to show you where to fish, what baits to use, what rigs to use, etc., that was a real eye-opener to me. I thought that I had, perhaps maybe known most of the things about fishing, but when you start to talk to the other guys in the club and they can give you a few tips and that, it really starts to come together fairly quickly.
Now, is there really anything else we can kind of tell people out there that want to kind of join a club and come on board? What do I have to have? Do they have to be experienced fishermen?
No, they don't. I mean, if you join a club, obviously what's going to happen is you'll pick up knowledge from the existing club members that are there. Also, it's a great way of utilising your boat. A lot of people buy a boat with the good intentions of using it on a regular basis, but something always seems to come up. There's a barbecue that comes up, or they get invited out for a dinner or something like that. You join a fishing club, you have a set itinerary. Somebody rings you up and says, can you come to a barbie? Check the itinerary. I'm sorry, but I'm fishing that weekend. So it does get people out in their boats a lot more often than they would perhaps normally do, and it's also great family fun.
Okay, so it's a bit of dedication as well.
It is,
you can't
yes.
throw everything on the side and make sure you go out and do that fishing all the time. And is it only on weekends, or do you do it during the week?
No, it's only on weekends.
Okay.
We basically fish either on a Friday night or a Saturday night. You don't necessarily have to have a boat to fish in the club. A lot of people do land-based fishing, and surprisingly they come in with some very good catches from the shore.
Okay, so that's even better for all the people out there that don't have the boats or the money to go out and purchase a nice boat, or any boat for that matter. They can do land fishing, rock fishing, whatever it might be, and hook on and get something good.
We'll be back to see how Joel's getting on at the Moreton Bay and Offshore Family Fishing Challenge in a moment. But in the meantime, let's head over to the Port of Brisbane and catch up with the team at the Brisbane Water Police.
Hi, I'm Sydney Constable Belinda Gapes from the Brisbane Water Police. Welcome back to our station. Today I'm just going to show you how to log on and off with your local VMAR at the start of your trip. Coast Guard Redcliffe, Coast Guard Redcliffe, Coast Guard Redcliffe. This is PG Kid, PG Kid, PG Kid on 7-3, over.
PG Kid, this is Coast Guard, go ahead, over.
Coast Guard Redcliffe, this is PG Kid. We're on your channel, channel 7-3. We have 4 POB and we're on air heading to Tangalooma. We have rego and phone number when ready.
Received, go with details, over.
Rego 25010, Quebec Charlie, 25010, QC.
Received that, go with phone number, over.
Phone number, mobile 04.
Received, Coast Guard standing by, 7-3.
PG Kids standing by 7-3. And that's how you log on with the Coast Guard. Now make sure you get back on the radio when you come back and log off so that they know you're home safe. So if you don't have a marine radio on board your vessel, there's no need to rush out and buy one, although they are a very excellent safety device to have just in case. But feel free to drop in to your local Coast Guard or VMR, or call them on the phone and make sure you log in with your details and let them know where you're going.
Thanks to the Water Police for another behind-the-scenes look at their world. Now it's time to head over to John Crawford Marine for another boating tip with Matt.
Earlier this year, there were some legislation changes for safety requirements on recreational boats. One of these things were the placement of life jacket stickers. So in the event that your life jackets can't be easily seen, it's imperative now by law that you have a sign that signals where the life jackets are located. Recent safety equipment checks by Maritime Safety found that some boaties have better access to their fishing tackle and eskies than to their life jackets and their safety gear. Remember, you're the skipper and you're responsible. So it's really important before you get underway to bring to the attention of your passengers, family and crew where the safety gear is, how to use it and where to find it. So what we've done, we found a boat that's just recently arrived here at John Crawford Marine, and it doesn't have the life jacket sticker. But why does it need it? Okay, well on this particular open dinghy here, the life jackets are found up under the front casting platform. So to the passenger that may be on board the vessel looking for a life jacket, they can't easily see one. So the legislation states that if the life jackets can't be visibly seen, it needs to be labelled. So why don't we make this boat compliant and see how hard it really is. And it's as simple as that. The life jacket stickers are available at any Marine Queensland retailer or even here at John Crawford Marine.